Hello folks, this is Spoon TV and I'm Sylvester Churuplay. His Excellency President Boakai has just concluded a first cabinet meeting of 2025 with schools of government officials here at the grounds of the Executive Mansion. And after hours, like 5 hours, 6 hours, because they commenced the meeting 11 this morning and it is after 5 now. And there you have His Excellency President Boakai. So once the president leaves, we will see her best to talk to the Minister of Information, Minister Pia, to brief the press as it relates to the outcome of the meeting. But as you can see there, that's His Excellency President Boakai. They are being escorted by the Minister of Agriculture, Minister Alexander Nutere. So let's see whether we can talk to the Minister of Information to give us, well, see the Minister of Post and Telecommunication here, and other officials here who just but I see Minister Pia, who will see her best to talk to Minister Pia as it relates to see Minister Pia is already here. Honorable Minister, how are you, sir?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, wonderful. You would love to brief the press the result of this first cabinet meeting in 2025 convened by His Excellency President Boakai.
Well, thank you. I'm sure you're aware that this meeting started at 11 o'clock. And if you check your time now, it's approaching 7. Which says that it was a very lengthy meeting. It's the first for 2025. And we had a couple of things to look at. Most importantly was to look at the aid question as a whole, not just usage. We were able to do a reassessment of what comes to the country in terms of aid from different places, whether from USAID, from the EU, from just everywhere. And we look at what our portfolio represents. And then we specifically narrow in on what has been coming with regards to USAID. One thing that was established is, and which we want to make clear to the public, is that none of these institutions give direct money to the government. None of them involved with having direct budgetary support. What they do is that they deal with different institutions, different NGOs, both local and international, to make interventions in different sectors. Of course, with USAID, most of their interventions are in the area of education and health. So we wanted to know what exactly is a representation of what their decision will mean. But the most important part is, what do we do to mitigate whatever the constraints are that may come about as a result of the action they've taken. And as a government, I'm not going to give you the details of what we've done, but I can only assure the public that we've determined what needs to be done to mitigate the impact, and we can assure our people that we continue to operate as a country, we continue to run as a government, even in the midst of the actions that have been taken by USAID and whatever other thing may happen with regards to aid generally. That was the key focus. But also, the government's investment in infrastructure was another key area of presentation. The Minister of Public Works gave us a comprehensive update on what we're doing with road work, and we're impressed, we're happy with what is going on all around our capital between now to May based on those interventions. People will be impressed with what they will see. But the bigger ones, linking different counties and different places, are continuing. And there is a general understanding that before 2026, 2027, one could be able to drive to many parts of the country using paved road. Another area of concern that we spend some time on today is our investment portfolio in general. The National Investment Commission was able to provide us updates on where are we with attracting investors. That was key, because minus investors, you don't create a job. In the press, to create job in the private sector, you need investors. So we wanted a comprehensive update from the sector on what has been done and what we can be show up. And at the same time, we thought that whatever was presented to us was also impressive. The list was long, so it was interesting to know that this same week, the cabinet will reassemble. Because even from 11 o'clock to this hour, we could not exhaust all of the things we needed to exhaust. So we reassembled this very week to conclude the rest of the agenda items. It tells you that the president is focused on making sure that what we have to do as a government, we do them.
Is the president really impressed about the first year from his cabinet officials, from the various entities and
you and the
ministries?
rest of the journalists were in during the opening session, right?
Yes.
You were there.
Yes,
and I'm sure you heard his comment about how he feels about his government and members of the cabinet who play different roles. He was clear in expressing what he believed they've done. So we focused under the circumstance. The different officials in the different sectors are doing a great job, even as they prepare themselves to navigate and mitigate the challenges that we'll be facing as a result of the constraints with aid. Tells you how most of the individuals who are in this position knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and they're doing just nothing but their best. Sometimes people don't understand what the different situations are. I mean, I can give you an example of the ministry that I run.
Our minister, my name is.
In that ministry, the whole entity that you're supposed to do government job got one car. That one car, which is the one that I use, has been in the garage for the last 2 months. The car I'm currently using is just given to me to use because the garage owner, because he did not make full disclosure to us as to how long the car would have taken to be using it until you get your car. All the other people, so these are all challenges right now. We've been having problems with LEC in our place for about 2 months. And we constrained to use generator. I'm just giving these as examples so you know that we're not operating on a bread and butter situation. We're operating on a very difficult circumstances, but there's a commitment to navigate and do our best, even in the midst of all of these constraints. Yeah, you asked me a question.
Yes, sir. My name is Regan. I've been a report from the Liberia News Agency. The president did call all ministers in his government to look at the issue of job creation. How prepared is this government currently looking at the challenges confronting the government? How prepared are we in creating these jobs?
So that's what I said. Part of what took place today was a comprehensive update of the National Investment Commission. Jobs are created by attracting investors, particularly foreign direct investment. That's how you create jobs. Yes, there are local actors who are business people who, based on the functions of the economy, can do well in employing people, but on a very large scale, you require foreign investors to be able to create the jobs that you need. And the NRC has been doing a great job. I'm not going to give you the detail, but what I can say as a government, we're impressed with the update they provided.
So lastly from my end, Honourable Minister, is the President still concerned about generating revenue without making emphasis with the Liberia Revenue Authority? And I'm asking this question in relation to the $1 billion
so
budget.
The Ministry of Finance made the presentation on the aid situation. It was complemented, of course, by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So they went beyond the aid question, and they also addressed the question of local revenue mobilization. The LRA complemented that presentation and re-echoed that they have the capacity, there are things they require of the government is committed to doing those things, and they've said they can surpass the 1 billion mark as far as local resource mobilization is concerned. And now that we're having all these challenges with international aid, it is an imperative, and the cabinet has acted in ensuring that they have that mandate, they have that marching order, and that they will get what they need to be able to achieve just what they believe they can achieve.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. He's the Minister of Information, Minister Jarelemic Pia, there briefing the press after the first cabinet meeting convened by His Excellency President Joseph Boakai in 2025. And of course, you listen to the minister, and he just told us some key issues addressed by cabinet members and of course His Excellency President Boakai. So that's it. We have been coming to you live from the grounds of the Executive Mansion on Capitol Hill, specifically here at the Tea House. Thanks so very kindly for watching. Sylvester Churu Plays Money.